right relationship. This concept, when I learned it, I don't know, 7 years ago or so in a shamanic training, has stuck with me, and I use it every day, maybe every moment. It means sacred reciprocity. The original word in Quechua I learned was aini. And what it means is, well, look around nature and you see it. You'll see it all the time, everywhere. Everything has a role to play. Everything has something to offer to the whole and to every other part of the whole. And everything is taken care of by the whole. Everything is receiving resources from other aspects of the whole, right? So that give and take, that healthy relationship, is really the fundamental thing that keeps our world together. When those relationships become unhealthy, we experience suffering. We experience disease, unhealth, right? And so what we're going to do this month is we're going to meditate every day. I'm going to make sure that you have places to show up to do that online and resources for that. I'm going to share with you some teachings from the shamanic tradition that I'm speaking of, but also these other traditions that really do, even if they use different words for it, that really do keep coming back to that same theme. Yogic, we'll draw on yogic traditions, Buddhist, Taoist, and some Western psychology and Western philosophy as well to help us make sense of all of it. I'll be offering you guys opportunities to do self-inquiry. I give these pretty powerful little prompts that you can kind of walk around with, do your journaling practice about, take into your creative practices or your discussions with friends, so that you can start to really unpack all of this for yourself and start to see how it works in your life. We will look at your relationships with what's most important and real and true. Your relationship to nature and the natural world. Just right at the beginning, as you start to establish your meditation routines and rituals for the month of March, right there, right, you are learning how to get back into right relationship with the natural processes, right? We're going to look at your relationship to spirit, or the mystery, or what is invisible, what is not bound by time and space. We'll get to that via awareness. So this also will happen really right at the beginning as we establish the meditation practice. Your awareness is that which is not bound by space. You can't. It's invisible. You can't see it anywhere. But it's always with you. It's never been limited by time. That might sound kind of up there, but that's where we're going to sit with it every single day and just be with awareness. In Buddhism, we call this the no self. And once we can stand in the no self, suddenly we have a different perspective on all of these other things that have been issues a long time without us being able to really get to the heart of the issues. Yeah? We're going to look at your relationship to yourself. We'll break down the self into its different parts. You've got a physical body, an emotional body, and a mental body, thoughts. What are your relationships to your thoughts, your feelings, and the sensations that arise? How are you relating to all of that? And we'll take a good look at it. And if we can heal those relationships, the information coming from your bodies becomes incredible wisdom that no one else can get access to. No one else can hear, feel, see this inner world. And so as we honor that throughout March, it's going to make a lot possible. And we're going to take the insights that we have about ourselves and the acceptance that we start to feel about what we find in ourselves and apply that to our relationships with other people. Often the toughest relationships, right, are with other human beings. I have a really powerful tool that I'm going to share with you for that part, called the suffering square, and it'll really clearly show the ways that we tend to get into unhealthy relationship dynamics with other people and how to heal those. And one really big piece I just want to mention here at the end of the video is you are going to get back into your relationship with your creativity and your authentic self-expression. This is how we take that information that no one else has access to, because it's just for you, this inner world information, and bring it out into the outer world. Humans have wanted to do this, or had the compulsion to do this, the urge, the desire to share in this way forever, as long as we've been humans. And so we'll look at that from cave paintings to TikTok videos. Why do we need to share our inner world with others? And why is it so important that every single one of us finds our own authentic channels and mediums for expressing, and how important it is for all of us to learn how to value our inner life enough to bravely express it to others. And then that is how we start to really give to the whole in the way that the whole wants us to give. I hope that you join us and let us give to you, so that you also, I think you'll receive a lot as well from this course and from the really lovely community that we already have gathered for it. We start Monday night, March 1st. You can absolutely start a little late. Everything's archived. You'll be able to return to it. But if you're feeling called, go for it. Join us.